Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and I am back with a Flosstube video. I have been really inspired to cross stitch a lot lately, and I finished some things. So I'm going to, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm going to try and make these videos once a month, but no promises. So let's just jump right into it. I have 2 FFOs, one finished object, and 1 whip. No, I have a lot of whips. So the first thing I showed you in my last video was the Hootie Superheroes, and I tried my hand at a cube finish, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Not entirely thrilled with the bow, but passable. So here it is. It does have Batman ribbon on it, and I wanted to do the cube finish because I had this awesome DC fabric. And like I said, I love the cube finish. My bow skills are pretty, but I think I'm just too critical of myself, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I like how it turned out. I really like how it turned out, actually. And I may futz around with the bow at some point, but I may not. So, let's put that there for now. The next thing I finished was a whip last time. I'm going to take this out of the plastic because the glare up here is really bad today. This was a kit, an RTO kit, yeah, called Magic Palette. And I cross-stitched this for Kristen for her birthday. And I didn't just finish it, I fully finished it in a new to me way, and it is by no means perfect. But here it is. She loves it, and that's what matters most to me. The kit was a lot of fun. This was definitely the most color change intense pattern I have ever done. There's like 6 shades of blue, more than that of brown, a few shades of yellow, but I really loved it. It was very enjoyable. I am realizing I do prefer the smaller projects, which is totally fine. I'm just kind of trying not to stress about it. In my knitting, I'm pretty much a perfectionist, and I need to relax on that a little bit. So Kristen loves it. That's what matters. Let me tell you a little bit about this finishing. So on the back is a faux palette, and I'm going to show you the faux palette I used. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I got a lot of these for working with my silhouette, and this is what it looks like. And on here, you can see the little holes. Whoops. There was string art, which I pulled off, and I pulled out all the little nails. I pulled this string off because it didn't really match. And I painted it with Deco Art, Americana, Decor, Chalky Finish. I don't think there's any color on this. ADC 18. It's a blue-gray. And then, because I wanted it a little bit more, I don't know, distressed, I went over it with a dry brush and some Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster, which is my favorite. And I got an effect that I really liked. I got the cord at Hobby Lobby. All in all, I'm pretty pleased with it. By no means perfect, but that's totally okay. As I mentioned, I did finish one other thing. I actually started and finished it because why finish a whip when you can start something new? And I asked Kristen to pick for me, and she picked out this little kit. It's called Make a Wish. It's my first stitch, so it didn't take long, but I like it. I messed it up, of course, but here it is. I think I'm just going to finish this in a hoop and hang it on my gallery wall that comes up to my craft room. Oh, and I also didn't do the French knots in the middle. I added a few little beads just because I'm not that great at French knots. As for whips, there's a lot of whips. Should I show you the whips that I haven't made any progress on? Not really. My woodland sampler has no progress, which is only bad because my goal was to finish it this year. This is my Dolly Mamas, also no progress. And this is so close to being finished that it's ridiculous. I should just finish it. So close. I might bring this downstairs and finish that. I'll remind you what that looks like because you may not be familiar with it. It's Beauty Queen for a day. I was thinking of hanging this in the bathroom. So let's put that on the side that we bring it downstairs. Also no progress on dog lessons for people, and that's because I was not knitting. I was cross-stitching this for my mother-in-law who passed away at the end of July, so I'm kind of putting this one on hold. It's a little too raw. I do love that one though. And I also have Dog Wisdom. It's a Bucilla kit that I'm not sure if I'm even going to finish. There's no progress on that. And I also started a new project, a small project, and that is another kit. It's an Artiste kit from Hobby Lobby. It's a little owl. Oh, it just says owl is the name of it. And I'm enjoying this. This is just 2 days of progress, which is a phenomenal amount of progress for me in 2 days. I'll show you the picture again. What it will look like and what it does look like. Yeah, that's actually a very significant amount of progress for me to make in 2 days. So, but I've been cross-stitching a lot. Enjoying that, and this fabric is amazing. It's just Aida. But it's really soft. It's really soft. So let's put that away. I don't want to lose the needle. Or the thread. And that kit came with a ton of thread. I feel like it came with enough thread for 2 cross stitches. Cross stitches? Is that a word? Oh, that's all I have. What's up next? I don't know. I don't really plan this out with my cross stitch. I kind of just go with wherever the wind takes me. I kind of feel like with cross stitching I have a little bit more freedom because if I finish it, great, and if I don't, I don't. Whereas with knitting and crocheting, I can be pretty hard on myself. I'm way too critical, and with cross stitch I'm just not. I mean, I see all you amazing ladies and gentlemen out there who make these beautiful, elaborate cross-stitch projects, and I'm in awe. But I don't feel like pressure to be as good or to do something quite as elaborate. I'm fine with my fun little stitches. I'm fine with the imperfections, and that is really freeing for me. Okay, I feel like I sound like Stuart Smalley from SNL. You're good enough, and gosh darn it, people like you. Anyway, that is all I have for today. I hope you guys are doing great, and I will see you in about a month if you're only here for Flosstube. So, until next time, bye-bye.